you do have different type of policing challenges that the police are confronted with from time to time, and those challenges requires different interventions and different plans and strategies.
So, just finally, in relation to this table, I see some of these intervention units, the expenditure is only for a couple of years, whereas I can see that in relation to the PKTT Operation Lockdown and Thunder and the Emanguzi cross-border in KZN, those have are task team operations and expenditure that's been incurred for at least 6 years.
Yes.
So does that mean that, and you'll correct me if I'm wrong, if when you're looking at the 432, you must also consider the duration within which the expenditure was incurred, whereas some of these seem to have incurred the expenditure over a shorter period.
Yes, correct. And when you look at those three, perhaps they are the more comparable ones. You will note that for lockdown as well as Emanguzi, then the expenditure goes down. Evaluations of these interventions do take place from time to time. The operational environments and the project team leaders will convene and have discussions and evaluate and take decisions to say we are demobilizing or we are reducing the number of deployments. So those operational decisions are a norm, and those discussions are a norm, and of course any decision would have to then go through the accounting officer or the national commissioner to then approve such a decision in that regard.
So when I look at these tables, I see vast amounts of money that is being spent on various operations, and these are the as you say, the absolute sums, the expenditure that's come through. Are you able to give an assessment whether they are on value for money, whether these operations are successful or so on, just looking at these tables?
These tables that I've provided to the committee are not necessarily indicating the impact assessment, and these are some of the concerns that we normally raise from a financial point of view with the operational environment, to then look at the issues of value for money or impact assessment. Of course, ultimately we are assessed as a country in terms of whether, or as the police in terms of whether the crime stats or crime statistics are going down. However, from a financial point of view, what we have then done, this is a conversation that we always ask ourselves, because we need to ensure that there is return for investment. We spend a lot of money on these interventions, and we need to ensure that there is indeed return for investment. So